Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way replay.
Okay, episode 1 of a new season. How's it going?
New
We're
season
back.
again.
Back, bitches. Thought you got rid of us.
But we're still here.
That's right.
All right.
This season feels very authentic. This feels like an authentic season.
I don't know, man.
And I'm worried.
Everybody is sad this season. Coming from a sad place.
I know. I'm worried.
I know. It's so tragic. Maybe not Jasmine. I don't
There
know.
you
They're
go.
also
That's-
pretty angry.
Yeah.
She's
that's true.
angry. She's an angry person.
They're angry, but at least they're not like these poor, like vulnerable people getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, Gino's not. Right?
Do you want to start with Gino? That was interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's doing Gino?
You're doing Gino.
You are.
I thought I was doing the black guy. I can't do Gino. I did that
Okay,
last time.
I'll do Gino.
And I
It's
hate
fine.
that.
I'll do Gino.
Okay.
Gino and Jasmine are back for another round of angry relationships and no sex or fixing vaginas for sex. But Jasmine wants to be a new woman again.
Rejuvenate
Gino.
the thing.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Rejuvenate the vag.
She really wants it. Like she really wants it. I'm really surprised how bad she wants it from Gino. She wants it so bad. She's willing to undergo medical surgical procedure to rejuvenate herself for him.
Now that was a funny storyline. That can't be true. That had to be for the cameras, right? Come on.
I don't think so. You think so?
You know what? She looks like she had a lot of work done since the last season, right?
Yes, she does look like she got a banging new body. It does look like that.
And a face. Like, what did you do,
Her face is a
girl?
little different. I can't tell what it is, but her face does look a little bit different.
Like fillers
Yeah.
and
Yeah, a lot of fillers and like very smooth. She definitely does look different. I think she has a different look, but I don't know if she like looks better because you could tell it's like very like plastic surgery face kind of.
that's exactly what she has.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is plastic surgery face. Well, let's get back on track here. So the point of this storyline is Gino is supposed to go back to Panama, and Jasmine's waiting on her visa to go to America. But seems like Gino might just be feeding her false information and giving her hope where there isn't one yet, because she keeps asking for the timeline and it keeps getting pushed back a month. And now she's demanding to live in a luxury sky high apartment while they wait.
And that's a lot of money. $3,000.
That's like America money.
Exactly. Which Panama is known for being expensive, but I mean, but if you have your own mortgage or rent to pay and you have to pay $3,000 on top of it, that's a lot.
And she doesn't want no 1 bedroom. She wants 2 bedroom for her sister.
I thought she was going to say for her kids. What happened to her kids?
I think she gave them away for 90-day fame. She hasn't brought them up at all.
Yeah. They're non-existent in this season.
Yeah, they're not a storyline.
She's a brand new woman. Yeah, brand new vagina, brand new mother.
It never happened.
Rewind.
Part of her surgery is to have her kids removed from her.
Yeah, the doctor put them back as eggs.
Make it look like I never had kids.
Oh man. So I guess their main thing this season is going to be this new friend who Jasmine has had a relationship with in the past, and now is neighbors with him. He is handsome.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say, yes.
And
And
rich.
he has an
and
accent.
and delicate.
Yeah, and a
He looked like he
prince.
would be a tender lover. Yes. Jasmine needed that fire. Fuego.
So I
Mhm.
guess that's what it is, you know. If you compare Gino and Dane, you know, from the outside, you might wonder why we choose one or the other. Or somebody like Jasmine would choose one over the other, but she knows that Dane is not giving her that fire that she wants,
Do
that
you think that's
chaos.
true? Do you think that is really true, or did Dane ditch her?
Oh, you know what? Anything could be true. Who knows? That Jasmine could say anything, but um, that's the only reason why I could think. Because Gino does make her crazy, and she likes it apparently,
That's insane.
I feel
What a
like
stressful
anyone could make
relationship.
her crazy.
but not the way Gino can. Gino makes her beg for it. Gino will not take off his hat. He will show naked pictures of her to his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Also, how is that not a consequence? Like, if she's gotten fired from being able to make a living, she's still with this guy.
Well,
Yeah.
now she really needs him because
Yeah, but
She has
she doesn't
nothing
have a
else.
job.
but she could be with
Make
Dane.
that
She said
OnlyFans.
he was rich.
Mm.
So it's interesting that, you know, she wants Gino to give her that fire.
Well, that's what I said. It's not true. Most likely not true.
You don't think it's true? They think
No.
that's some other reason.
No, I think she got fired by him.
Well, I don't know. I guess
By
maybe we'll find
Dane.
out. Yeah, as the season goes on, like their friendship, who's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Or he's like a hired actor. You know, that they needed to spice up the storyline.
Uh-huh.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to the widow? She took up most of the episode.
Yeah.
The widow.
The widow.
That's her. That's who she is.
Yes.
She's the widow.
Amanda the widow, and her story is so sad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's 31. She does not look 31.
She looks like she's 21.
She does. And her excuse me, and her body is banging. I was like, you know, I had 3 kids. I didn't think my body was that bad, but when I saw it, I was like, whoa.
She's very petite.
Amanda,
yes.
what is your I saw her doing some yoga while the kids were playing, so I think that was a secret. I need to take that up. Okay, so she has 2 children, and she lost her husband earlier in the year to cancer. They were married for 8 years and they were best friends. And it was a really sad story. She said that he was feeling some kind of lung issues, like a little bit of breathing problems. They went into the hospital. They couldn't figure it out for a while, did some scans, and then they found out that he had a terminal cancer. And they said at most he would live 3 months, but he only made it like 10 days. Oh,
Wow. That's terrible.
isn't it? Oh, like you're just feeling some little thing, and next thing you know, your whole world is changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's super sad.
Yeah. And they had videos and pictures of him. Looked like a very nice guy. So she was sad and crying about it, but she said that he didn't want her to go without love, and that the kids needed someone to help fill that gap. And that's how she went online. Well, I guess it was during a TikTok. She met Razvan. Is that how they pronounced it?
I think so.
From Romania. He's 26 years old. He's from Romania, and he's a model, and he's an actor, and he has a great body. And, you know, she's in love with him. Guys.
This is one of those guys you hit and quit.
Exactly.
Lady. Like, don't be trying to make him a father.
Yes.
Stop it.
Oh, Dylan, preach.
Stupid.
Preach.
Yeah. She should hire an escort, because this guy looks like he would be an escort.
What do you think is going on through her head? She's so I guess her husband who passed away, he was the only man she's ever been with. And so she has a sister who's also in the picture. The sister says she feels like that she's not grieving properly. She's not letting herself fully experience the sadness of what she's going through with the loss of her husband. But Amanda's like, no, there's no time period for grieving or for this, or there's no rule book on how you should go about things. And I just fell in love. Now she's gonna go visit him in Romania.
You go, girl, I guess.
Well, maybe she couldn't grieve because she had to take care of her kids.
Yeah, I mean.
And then I think Razvan, he was just the first. That's why. He just right time, right place. He was the first guy that made her feel a certain way, and then that was it.
I mean, with that body and all that, his looks, tall, dark, and handsome, kind of just
not hard to look at.
Right. Yeah. And so we see them FaceTime a little bit here and there. He talks to her kids and he says, she's like, yeah, do you think you're going to be able to help out with them? Do you think you're going to be able to be a father figure? She almost kind of says that. And he's like, I'm not here. Like, I can't be their father. I can never be their father, but I want to be their friend. And this is not a bad answer, but I just feel like he's not serious. It just feels like a very jokey guy who is not going to live up to that expectation that she is setting right now in her mind.
I agree. He just says he wants to play with them. But I also think that she is not really fully describing what it means to be a father or to take care or to take over for the father's place. Because she's just like, oh, you have to like be with them and teach them and guide them. And I'm like, it's a lot. I mean, that is it, but it's like, isn't it? It's like a lot more, especially when they're young. It's going to take over your whole life. And he's like, he's trying to be out there and do his career. So she has a problem with like not describing it well too.
Yeah, she's definitely not, her expectations are a lot higher, I think, than what she's going to get. And I'm going to be sad to see that blown up. Yeah, hopefully they don't show too much of that. I mean, she's not going to be with the kids. So, okay. So, hopefully that'll make it a less terrible thing when he disappoints. Next
all
couple.
Right. We could do Riley and Violet. Another sort of sad story is we start off with Riley and we find out he is a guy, he loves jazz and he was in the military and his job is basically to think of like what could possibly go wrong. So that's his job and it affects how he approaches relationships, especially since he's had really bad luck in the past. So he was with somebody and they cheated on him. Basically, it's the trapped in the closet scenario. Somebody was trapped in the closet. And they got caught.
I literally trapped in the closet, right?
Yeah, and it was like the cherry on top is the fact that like it was somebody that she met through him, like his friend, right? And so that messed him up. And then he thought he found love with somebody else online, and they were about to get married, and then all of a sudden she just disappeared. She ghosted him. I mean, that's like ghosting is bad from the stories I hear, but that is a very, very bad like level of ghosting. That's like next level ghosting. Like you're about to get married and then you just like run and don't talk to them anymore. That's
how does that happen? Like, do you think he went to her house and was like, hey, remember me? Like, are we supposed to get married?
I don't know. I think maybe it was like another like international thing. Or something, and then she just disappeared and stopped answering his calls. And then he meets Violet, and his reasoning for it is that it's if it's nighttime here, it's daytime there, so I can talk to somebody. You know what I mean? What do you guys think about that reasoning for using the app?
Then I'd be awake. and it's time for me to sleep.
Uh-huh. But no, it's I
Does,
guess he
how
doesn't
does
want
that
to sleep.
work?
He doesn't want to sleep. He wants to stay up and talk. I think it's just an excuse for him to be like, I wanted a Vietnamese international girlfriend. That's what I think.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
why
Yes.
specifically? Why specifically a Vietnamese dating app? I mean, it was just so specific.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, his excuse, yeah, because they're up at night. They're up during the day when he's up at night.
Yeah,
So it
so it's like
matches.
half that place on in that continent.
I don't know. So he meets Violet, and then we see that, she has two daughters and they get along, but she's very one of those people who, um, what's the word? Sarcastic or dark sense of humor. She said she hates him, and she says that's just how
Jaded.
jaded, maybe. That's how Vietnamese people express their love, according to her. And so when they want to say I love you, they just put their middle fingers up, which is appropriate, I guess, for him because he now cannot say I love you. He said that when he says I love you, they leave, which is sad. It's a very, very sad thing to say. It's like, oh man, Riley, what's going on? So I feel like this is gonna be strike number 3, man. After this, it's not gonna work out, and after this, he's just gonna become celibate or something. I don't know.
That sucks because
It
he looks pretty
does.
cool.
He does. He looks like a nice
What?
guy.
He does look like a nice guy, but he doesn't look like he's gonna be fooled by anyone. He's gonna be a tough nut to crack if you're trying to get money from this guy.
That I would believe. I believe that he wouldn't just be handing out his cash.
Yeah, we see it from the previews that he is not having it.
Good, because they always do have it. They always give up the money, right, in the past.
I know.
So yeah, it'd be nice to see somebody stand up for themselves in that way for the first time, I guess.
Well, I feel bad for Violet because she's gonna have to work real hard. If she wants that money, she's gonna have to work real hard.
She's gonna have to hone her con skills.
That's
Is
right.
she a gold digger?
Um, given that she's not even sweet and affectionate, I don't know.
All right. I
Maybe
wonder.
not.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards not right now. But I mean, a gold digger, but doesn't necessarily have to be a gold digger, but does she want to come to America? America. Is she trying to come to America?
Well, he said that they already talked about bringing her daughters over there, so probably
Yes. Well, that's probably
her MO.
her mindset. Mhm.
I can see that. All right, and excited to see what's going on with them on the next on. But yeah, next couple.
We got David. David is deaf from Omaha, Nebraska. And
I
he's
love this
just
story.
a simple guy who likes simple things. He's kind of adorable. He's
He
got,
is.
regular everyday man job. Just looks like he's a hard worker. Works at a grocery store doing stock, works at a casino doing custodial work. And I guess being deaf is a little bit hard because it's hard for him to date. But now it looks like he was able to find love in Cebu, Philippines, with his new girlfriend.
Oh, I really hope it's true. I really hope Sheila does not do him dirty.
Do you think Sheila would do him dirty? I mean, looking at some of the previews, it looks like she really likes him. But I never know with these, man. I just never know.
I know.
You know how David said, like, oh, people make fun of me, people think that I'm helpless, but I'm not. I'm like, I don't know. Like when you see, I don't know, he has like a vulnerability to him, like a innocence about him. And I don't know, is it because he's deaf? Is that just me?
What do you think? I mean, do you think he's a little fragile? Because I was really scared for him when he was walking around the neighborhood.
I mean, not necessarily fragile, but I feel like he has like this innocence, like a childlike.
Yeah, it's like when he went to the candy store.
Well, yes, that's true. And he was
He's
playing
like a simple
like
guy,
ping
like
pong,
simple
like ping
things.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's because he's deaf, because I've seen, the what is it, like the Claudette university documentary
Yeah, they're
show.
hardcore over there. I love that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
They're
that?
awesome. Oh,
What
Deaf You should watch it. It's great.
Oh, okay. Because when I see like any type of leopard, I always have that kind of feeling about them. Like I need to
No,
protect
this will
them.
change.
I
Yeah,
need
this will
to...
change your mind about their
Yeah, they're
disability.
just
They're
like
Really?
it's a
everybody
really
else.
it's a vibrant community. They have their own language. And
I mean,
you
I
don't
know
understand
that.
what they do.
Oh, okay, okay, but they're just like all of
They're
us,
just like you
terrible
and I,
people.
except they're
Yeah.
deaf.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
They're
okay,
just like
okay.
all of us. And they
All
don't
of
like
us.
the extra help.
They don't like the
Okay.
extra help. Yes.
Okay, okay. I will watch that. Okay, yeah, and I'm excited to hear that story. Yes. Let's see. Let's go to Tyray from Modesto. He's such a nice guy. We see him playing the ukulele. Doesn't he just like such a nice guy also?
He does. Takes care of his mom.
Yes, he takes care of his mom who had a brain tumor. Later on, she had a stroke, and we see him like helping her do some strengthening exercises. He's overweight. He says that he's been big since he was 8 years old, and and his insecurity about his weight prevented him from having relationships. And we find out that he's actually a virgin. Yeah. Oh, and then we find out that his father was murdered when he was 4. I
Oh my
mean, this
God.
guy has been through it. He has been
This is a
through it.
terrible season. I don't like any of these people.
I
Like,
don't
so
know.
why
It's because they're
am I
just
supposed to be
too
sad this whole time?
I just don't want anything bad to happen to him. And we find out later that something bad is gonna happen to him. Because he has like a girlfriend, Carmella from Barbados, who's 27, and he loves her. He's been talking to her for 4 years. And next thing you know, we see the producer come in and he's like, hi, I have something to tell you. If you don't want us to use this footage, just let me know. But Carmella, she's a dude.
She's a man.
She's a dude.
Carmella's actually a Carmelo.
Yep.
That's so terrible. He's gonna go back and think like all the stuff that they talked about for 4 years.
That's a long ass
I
time.
know.
Right? That's traumatizing right there.
It is. It's pretty
I-
sad.
And
I
they
hope
took
he doesn't get traumatized.
right, like they took advantage of him like during that whole time, like wasting his time, knowing that how he's so fragile, like he didn't even want to ask for video chat.
I know. I know. He's the one who has to be protected, that poor guy.
I hope he goes to Barbados and looks for
and
Caramello.
and confronts the person.
Wow,
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
like
really
that show
interesting.
Catfish. Like 90 Days turns into Catfish, the show.
And what if they actually fall in love?
I would even love that for him.
I love that for him. He finally found love. He just didn't know.
Exactly.
Wow, it'd be like Jenny and Submit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
One lie turns into a forever truth.
Okay, so far we're thinking this season is sad and not very fun and entertaining, but we still have 1, 2, 3 more couples to go through. So
Yeah,
hopefully.
I mean, I am compelled by their stories, though, even though it seems sad. I am compelled. I do want to continue watching.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for them just because of how sad it is. Everything is so sad that I'm just like, I want everyone to win.
Yeah. But it's not the idiocy that we're used to with 90
No,
Days.
it's very surprising. This is a very human season. It brings me
Yeah.
back to like Ellie, the Black Widow.
Yeah.
Every time I say that, you laugh.
Those were some good jokes. She gave us some really good jokes.
So with that said, look forward to what's on for the rest of the season. Thank you to everybody who gave us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on the podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
Bye.
That's it. Bye.
Bye.